Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we share some tips on how to keep the little ones in your family safe during your Christmas celebrations. And an Eastern Kentucky kitchen teams up with some holiday friends to make sure folks in our region have a very Merry Christmas.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning to you again on this Friday, on this Christmas Eve. I'm Dakota Makris. It's just before 5:30, and let's check in with meteorologist Cameron Aaron. Cameron, good morning to you. And Brandon is not joining us this morning. He'll be on the evening newscast tracking Santa, but it looks like you're just tracking some dry weather right now.
Yeah, tracking some drier and warmer weather as we get into this Christmas holiday. I don't know about you, Dakota, but I am a snow lover. But not this year, unfortunately, not going to get that white Christmas. But right now at Buffalo Mountain, we are already at 50 degrees this morning, already above where we should be for high temperatures this time of the year. We are dry under a mostly cloudy sky. Those temperatures pretty mild already. 50 in Hazard, 52 for Jackson and Pikeville, 53 for Prestonsburg, 51 for you guys over in London. We are dry up on Pinpoint Doppler, a clean sweep to begin our Friday morning, and that will continue to be the case as we go throughout the rest of this Christmas Eve. If you have any plans to be outdoors today, a really nice day is on tap. We say under a mostly cloudy sky, but check out those temperatures topping out in the upper 50s to lower 60s in spots by this afternoon. Really nice day is on tap. What about your Christmas forecast? I got all that and more coming up a little bit later. Dakota.
All right, Cameron, thank you. Well, there's growing concern in southern Kentucky that hospital surges and doctors and nurses being overwhelmed will happen again in early 2022. That's where vaccination rates are low and cases are starting to increase again. As WYMT's Phil Pendleton explains from Whitley County, doctors are worried about what the new year will bring.
The patient load at Baptist Health Corbin is stable right now, if that's even the right word to describe things during a pandemic.
Currently, we're around 20. We're between 15 and 20 COVID patients a day. We are seeing less of them requiring ICU care.
Earlier this year, the hospital was surging with more than 70 patients a day. With the new variant's impact yet to be seen, doctors are fearing the worst.
Dramatically more worried about what's going to happen here.
He says he's predicting a January surge with a broad-based peak.
So Delta was kind of up and down real quick. This one looks more like it's going to go up and then stay up and last a little longer. But
the Whitley County Health Department reported yesterday 15 new COVID-19 cases, 125 total that are active. They say that about 41.9% of the entire county has been vaccinated. Laurel County reported more than 200 cases last week and has also had low vaccination rates.
Rather discouraging.
Dr. Worthy says a booster shot will be the big difference with the new variant.
But the booster really dramatically improves that. So it's somewhere 55–60% effective.
He says that's the message they are going to be doubling down on for their staff and their community. In Whitley County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
Dr. Worthy also says he doesn't believe some treatments, such as the monoclonal antibodies, are going to be as effective with Omicron. Addiction Recovery Care is stressing the importance of treatment through the holidays. Vanessa Keaton, who started her sober journey in December 2010, now works to help others do the same. She says the holidays can be especially hard for addicts, but ARC is ready to and waiting for those interested in starting on the road to recovery.
No matter what stage of life you're in, no matter how much chaos you've created for everyone around you, it's still, there has to be enough bravery in you to say that I'm going to go and I'm going to do this. And it can be your last time that you go and do it. You know, I understand that relapse does happen, but, you know, it doesn't have to.
If you or someone you know is searching for recovery resources, you can find more from ARC on our website. Busy days are here, and it is an important time to take a step back and remember that some of our loved ones are young and vulnerable to safety hazards. Well, our Zach Hawk talked with the coordinator at Safe Kids Fayette County about preparing our homes for little visitors during the Christmas season.
Between decorating, Christmas shopping, making travel plans, and handling all of your usual responsibilities, some things can fall through the cracks this time of year. For instance, is your home ready for children when the family comes to visit?
Think about things that we just keep around that we may not pay a lot of attention to, like medications.
Some elements of childproofing your home are clear.
When we decorate, we may put, hard candies out for people. But, for a young child to put that in their mouth, it could be a choking hazard.
But other things probably may not occur to you, unless you typically have children around.
Give them some easy assignments like stirring, something that they really can't hurt themselves. If they make a mess, that's just part of it.
And the kids can safely get involved in the kitchen. Just keep the chores age appropriate.
Slow down and think about safety, which is really not on people's priority because we're just, our minds are just about, the holiday and the enjoyment and all.
Avoid the accidents and have a happy holiday with family and friends. In Hazard, Zach Hawk, WYMT, Mountain News.
Well, they also recommended keeping an eye as the trash piles up from opening Christmas presents. Many of our older kids' gifts could contain choking hazards for the younger ones. Well, Christmas came early to the mountains in Letcher County. Folks throughout the county gathered at the Community Agricultural Nutritional Enterprises Kitchen, or CANE, kitchen in Whitesburg to receive a home-cooked meal with music, a visit from Santa, and some other holiday friends. Of course, Santa brought plenty of gifts for the kids, and one CANE official said it was an honor for him and the many event sponsors to help the children have a great Christmas.
To see the little kids when they see Santa and what Santa has to offer, and it may not be much, but it may be everything to them, and to see those smiles on those faces and to look back and see the parents with the same smiles, it's just, it would melt any heart.
Well, officials say many churches and schools came to volunteer at the event. The annual Tri-City Empty Stocking Fund took place during this past weekend, and organizers are still looking to give out leftover food and toys this holiday season. Our Jade Saylor has more.
The Tri-City Empty Stocking Fund organizers gifted 575 food boxes and several Christmas gifts this year.
It's just an act of love. It's really ensuring that every family has the best possible meal at Christmas time, and that kids have a present to open on Christmas morning.
Even after 41 years, the community continues to gather together to make this event happen.
We gather gifts, and different folks come together and help wrap those gifts. And then we do fundraisers to raise the money for the food, and we purchase pretty much all the food. This year we had about 80 pounds of food.
This year, there are food boxes and gifts left over from the event. Organizer Jeff Sim and his wife Linda are looking for other organizations who may still be in need of some extra help.
We've been blessed. We have a surplus of food and a surplus of gifts and toys for kids. And so we're looking at different organizations that are in need, and we're giving out more.
With another successful year of the Empty Stocking Fund, Sim says he believes this tradition will continue for years to come.
This community is wonderful, how they come together to help those that are in need. And it's something that Muggin started, but it's going to carry on.
The Empty Stocking Fund also gives gifts to widows and elders spending Christmas alone. In Cumberland, Jade Saylor, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, Jeff and his wife Linda say they are hoping to have some of the gifts and food delivered to those in need in Western Kentucky soon. Well, down in Tennessee, the owner of a nursery outside Nashville has been giving free Christmas trees to those who can't afford them. Even though running his business has been more expensive this year, Larry Jenkins opened his Christmas tree lot 9 years ago. But this year, he says bringing in the Christmas trees meant several road trips to North Carolina and cost to 13 different states just to find some. Despite all the hoops, once the lot opened, he decided to open his heart too.
I know how COVID's been and people out of work and family having a rough time. I decided, why not give trees to some of the people that couldn't afford it.
Although this is the first year he's publicized it, Larry's been helping bring the joy of Christmas to homes for years. There's no explanation needed at Larry's lot, just a longing for a Christmas tree. He is paying it forward because he says it's just the right thing to do. Civic groups and organizations use the holiday season to give back to those less fortunate. But one Southern Kentucky Police Department is getting creative with their goodwill. Our Alyssa Williams spoke to those involved with Operation Christmas event in Somerset.
After conducting their annual Shop with a Cop event each year, the Somerset Police Department wanted to do more for their community during the holidays.
We're a law enforcement agency that believes in really being engaged with our community, and we looked for ways that we could do more and to help more.
That's when the Somerset Police Department came up with Operation Christmas, an event where officers, accompanied by the Grinch, present Christmas gifts to children and families in need.
The big smiles are very rewarding. This year we had one mother that she became very emotional and cried and thanked us and said, you know, they wouldn't have had much of a Christmas if it wasn't for this program.
SPD officers and the Grinch delivered Christmas gifts and different necessities to the Lake Cumberland Regional Hospital and the Bethany House Abuse Shelter, while also making several home visits to families who need a little extra help this Christmas.
It's very creative, and our police department here, as well as our sheriff and EMT and fire and all first responders, do such a great job taking care of our community. We thank them all so much. And it means so much to us when they're willing to do things like this event today.
Going above their line of duty to spread the joy of Christmas to those in need. In Somerset, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, Somerset Police Department Chief William Hunt says not only is this project a way to give back to the community, but it's also a way to build strong relationships and show community members that law enforcement are there to help. Yesterday, a thank you parade was held for UPS workers to show some appreciation. Delivery workers are going out to make sure you get your last-minute Christmas presents with Christmas just one day away. Folks in Hazard wanted to thank their workers and show their appreciation. Santa Claus even made an appearance.